Now, I have just showed you several perspectives, and they're all from standing in one point. So, I was thinking, if you had your window at any of these points, you would see a different perspective. And you would have different inspiration based on your different perspective. So, it just shows how complicated and how varied life is. I know this is kind of a hard concept to grasp. I think I tried to make a video one other time about this. I don't know if I ever posted it. Maybe not. But anyhow, so the idea is that just like your whole world is different. Just if you are just looking slightly, if I'm looking right here, okay, this is one world, and I would be inspired or have thoughts based on what I could see. If that's, and every little way you turn, you have a different perspective. You will think different thoughts, and you will get different inspiration from the sight you see. I said I'm the kind of person that, whips out poems and stories just from any little tiny thing. So, yes, so to me it's kind of a big deal. You want to pick the most inspiring spot to look at. So, and okay, if I look straight ahead, I see the garden and the shed. And I'm like, okay, that gives me a certain feeling. And sometimes I get feelings, like from long ago. Certain scenes make me think, oh, I feel like I'm back 100 years ago in another world. And that's versus if you are looking at the back of somebody's house and you're like, you're inspired to write about poverty. Or you're looking at the fields and the hills, you're inspired to write about, a romantic story, that kind of thing. Standing here looking at the garden, I guess I'd be inspired to write, I don't know, recipe book about vegetables growing in the garden. Now, see, I like this perspective here because it is the most leafy and the most glamorous. It's green, has trees. You look back there's more trees. And this is just like a very peaceful, it does make me feel like an old-fashioned spot and inspirational. And so there's the point, that if you can do this just in your home or in your yard. You just take a minute to stop and look at each spot in the yard, and then realize how life would be different if you focused on that one spot. So that shows that there's a variety of inspiration you can have and a variety of feelings you can have. Each little spot elicits different feelings from you, whether positive or negative. Some spots make me feel kind of, nervous or like wide open. Others make me feel cozy and comforted. Others make me feel like, every little spot you look at is a different perspective. And I know this is probably deep, but I thought it was kind of fascinating. And just showing how different your life can be with only a very slight change. If we just stop and look at these different little perspectives, these changes are slight, and it can change our whole perspective. So, I hope it made sense, and I hope you got something out of this video. Alright, thanks for watching. You take care.